I don't think you have anything to worry about, Charlie Brown. After all, science says a person's character isn't fully established until he's at least 5 years old.
I am 5. I'm more than 5.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence, his clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence, his stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence.
Did you know that Charlie Brown has never successfully punted a football, never won a game of checkers, never been able to keep a kite in the air, and never been able to pitch a winning baseball game? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It's truly a dog's life, a life of challenges. You try acting excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
Now, Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Charlie Brown, would you hold still a minute? I want Linus to study your face. Now, this is what we call a failure face. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in his eyes. You rarely see such a great example. Yes, I would say this is the finest example of a failure face you're liable to see in a while.
Some days, I wake up early and watch the sun rise, and I think how beautiful it is, how my life lies before me, and I get a very positive feeling about things. For instance, this morning, the sky is so clear and the sun is so bright. How can anything go wrong on a day like this? I'm late!
This is my report on the past. The past has always interested people. I must admit, however, that I don't know that much about it. I wasn't there when it happened.
I think lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Always having to sit here alone. Sometimes mornings aren't so pleasant either now that I think about it. Waking up and wondering if anyone really missed me if I've never got out of bed. Then there's night 2. Sitting there and thinking if anyone really missed me, thinking if anyone really would miss me if I never went to school or even woke up for that matter. I also think about all the stupid things I've done during the day and all those hours in between when I do all those stupid things. But lunchtime is definitely one of the worst times. I guess I better see what I've got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say people who eat peanut butter are lonely. And when you're really lonely, the peanut butter gets stuck to the roof of your mouth. Off. Boy, the PTA sure did a good job of painting these benches, didn't they? There's that cute little redheaded girl over there, eating her lunch. I wonder what she'd do if I went over there and had lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard in her face when it's laughed at. There's an open spot next to her on the bench. There's no reason why I couldn't go over there and just sit and have lunch with her. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm such a coward. I'm so much of a coward, she probably wouldn't even think of looking at me. In fact, I can't remember her ever looking at me. She's so big and I'm so small that she can't spread. She's looking at me.
No, you're thinking of that other dress, the one I wore to Lucinda's party. The one that I'm talking about was the very light blue one, and it had a pattern embroidered around the waist. I don't remember. It went out like this, and it had puggy sleeves like this, and a sash with a bow like this. I remember. Yes, well, that was the dress I wore to Frida's party when I was in her. She had seen one just like that over on the river.
Lunchtime is definitely one of the worst times of the day for me. That cute little red-haired girl is looking at me stupid bag over my head, I must think I'm the biggest fool alive. On the other hand, if I take it off quickly, she'd probably never notice it. On the other hand, it's very hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, one more lunch hour with only 2,863 to go.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Sally. But I think that a man can come closer to achieving it by directing the forces of his life to a single goal that he believes in. And I think that a man's personal search for happiness is not a selfish thing either, because by achieving happiness himself, he can help others to find it. Does that make sense to you?
We had spaghetti at our house 3 times this week.
Hey, Snoopy. What'd you say, fella? Hi, cutie doggy. Hi, Snoopy. What'd you say, tiger? Hi, fuzzy face. Hi, Snoopy.
Nobody ever calls me sugar lips.
little daydreams or ambitions or whatever you want to call them. I mean, there's one I've had for a while now, only I've never told anyone.
What? You can tell me.
No, I don't think I should. I don't think I should tell you.
Come on! I wouldn't give it away. Come on, please!
Well, I've always wanted to be called Flash. I like to be so good at everything that all around school I'd be known as Flash. I like to be real athletic, so all around school I'd be known as Flash.
Hey, Frito, listen to this one!
I tell you, man. What's the matter, Sally?
I don't know. I was jumping rope. Everything was fine then. It all seemed so futile.
Beethoven used to be fond of taking long walks in the country. He was always inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside. Beethoven had it nice.
A C? A C. I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture? How does anyone get a C on a coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I being judged on the sculpture itself? Was I being judged on the effort that I put into it? If so, that is so unfair because I tried as hard as I could. Was I being judged on what I learned from this project? Then it wasn't not you, the fault of my teacher for not transmitting your information to me. Should you not share my C? Well, perhaps maybe it was at the fault that you judged it by the quality and seated to compare it to the dry cleaning establishments in which we return our garments. Now, is that not unfair? Is this not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my C?
Wah, 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 wah.
Thank you, Miss Oakmar. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. So I had the choice between fudge marble, chocolate, rocky road, and vanilla. I chose fudge marble. Then I had to choose between a plain cone and a sugar cone. I chose the sugar cone. So what happened? I walk out there and the whole thing falls on the floor. Don't tell me my life isn't a Shakespearean tragedy.
Today's my grandfather's birthday, Charlie Brown.
Really? How old is he?
63. It's hard to believe he was once a human being.
Why is it I always have my supper in the red dish and my drinking water in the yellow dish? One of these days I'm going to have my supper in the yellow dish and my drinking water in the red dish. Life's just too short not to live it up a little.
Schroeder, do piano players make a lot of money?
Money? Who cares about money? This is art, you blockhead. This is great music I'm playing. And playing great music is an art. Do you hear me? An art, 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 art.
You fascinate me. What? What? What?
Come on, Snoopy. Up and at 'em. It's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits.
If it's such a magnificent day, why rabbits.
Come on, Snoopy. Let's go out there and hunt us down a big old rabbit.
I'm a sleeping dog.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Wasting a perfectly good day like this. The trail is clear, the sun is fresh. Let's go out there and catch a rabbit.
Well, I get the feeling she's determined. If that's what she wants, she might as well get her money's worth.
Come on, Snoopy. Let's go.
Sometimes, when you're depressed, all you want to do is nothing. All you want to do is lean your head on your arm and stare into space. This can go on for hours, and if you're unusually depressed, you may have to switch arms.
Go, go, go! Look out, look out!
Schroedy Schroeder! What did you do with that picture I gave you?
I threw it away.
With your own hands?
Of course.
You touched my picture!
Today's been a bad day for me. If I'm lucky, tomorrow will be a better day.
In some parts of the world, tomorrow is already today. Today is already yesterday. So if tomorrow is already today, Charlie Brown, then there's no way that tomorrow can be a better day.
We had a lot of fun with you.
Each family has a chain of command. And do you want to know who's the lowest on that chain? It's the dog. The dog's lowest on that chain. Do you understand that? I said, do you understand that?
They hate it when you just stare at them like this.
Where are you going, Linus?
Lucy's teaching me. She says that the sister's responsible for the education of her little brother. So, she's teaching me. Boy, is she intelligent.
Come along, Linus. This is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats, and it also gives us wool in the wintertime.
Gosh, Lucy, I never knew that.
This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. Oh, you can count how old it is by counting its leaves.
Gosh, Lucy, that's fascinating.
Lucy, I don't mean to interfere, but
And way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds. They make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are bugs. They make the grass grow.
Is that so?
Yes, they work all day long, tugging on each shiny seedling until it grows into a great tall blade of grass.
That's amazing.
oh, good grief! I'm sorry, but I can't stand idly by and listen to
Anybody
this.
up there? Those little stars and planets make the rain that often showers when it's cold and winter is upon us. The snow comes up, just like the flowers.
Lucy, now I know that's wrong. It doesn't come up, it comes down.
After the snow comes out, the wind blows it around, so it looks like it's coming down, but really it comes up just out of the ground, just like grass, Charlie Brown. Snow comes up.
Oh, good grief.
Why is Charlie Brown banging his head against that tree?
To loosen the bark to make the tree grow faster. Clouds can make the wind blow, birds can make the grass grow. So there you go. These are little known facts that now you know. I don't know. It looks like an airplane by the way the lights are blinking on and off. Schroeder, is that an airplane or a star?
It looks like a star, but it could be a planet. Or maybe even a satellite.
It could be a satellite. I wonder.
Well, we're never gonna find out by just sitting here.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go get a closer look.
I like to sit up here and listen to the sounds of the night, but something seems to be missing. Woo! In my opinion, that's exactly what it needed.
I'm so happy. The little red-haired girl dropped her pencil. She nibbles her, there's teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human. It hasn't been such a bad day after all.
Happiness is finding a pencil, piece of the sausage, having a time. Happiness is
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
So we hope you enjoyed the performance. Let's give him a round of applause. Young legends, introduce themselves. So we're going to start with,
I'm a kid.
she's a kid. What's your name?
Asher.
Asher.
What are you?
6.
Next one.
Oh, I'm friends. I'm Misha. This is great.
You're the friend of Lucy. Right.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm Snoopy, I'm Emily, and I'm in 11th grade.
So some of you guys already know me. I'm Charlie Brown. I'm Jason. I'm in 8th grade, and yeah.
My name's Lucy in the show. My real name's Olivia Gonzalez, and I'm in 11th grade.
Well, I'm Linus. I'm 2 years old. My name is Rio, and I'm in 11th grade.
I'm Schroeder in the show. My name is Max and I'm in 7th grade.
I play Sally. My name's Bessie, and I'm in 11th grade.
Our cast for high school, we have a middle schooler here because the other one got sick. But we have two
Hey,
people.
regardless, I'll still me.
I know. There's two people here that are very important to the show. And these two girls right here. Without them, it would be really hard to do license out and everything else. So I'll introduce themselves. They're awesome.
Awesome.
You are? Lily in 8th grade.
I'm Yvonne. I'm in 11th grade.
In 11th grade. We have other cast members in the back. So, Lisa. We're doing
There's
two
something
casts.
else back there.
That's the one that I forgot.
Linus and ourselves.
So this is for our next show. High school is going to perform with middle schoolers. So we did two casts in for a short time. I'm very proud of you guys. You did an amazing job. We're going to step back for a second. I want to introduce you today. You can sit on the stage if you want, like whatever. This is class time. Just sit or go.
You can, if you
Cass.
want to sit on the floor or grab the blocks and sit.
Yes.
I want to stand on the block. I want to be tall.
No, I need you to sit down now.